my home. Nobody really cares until you're dead and gone. Working minimum wage, doing the best I can. I'm trying to elevate to be a better man. It's so hard.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the Ken Meeks Show. This is another week in a very exciting show. Today we have actor, comedian, social media guru, Michael Blackson.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother?
Nice
to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. I think it's an African thing, man. You ever shake an African hand, they won't. It's like you snapping your hand with my hand and then make that snap.
Gotta snap it. All right, brother. Well, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you came.
Me, man. You're looking sharp, man.
Thank you, brother. I tried, man. This is Ken Meeks and Steve Harvey.
It's like an 8-piece suit. This guy's dressed for 6 weathers.
It's cold, man.
It's cold out there, man.
Yeah, man. So we're just gonna jump right into it, man. So if you can, tell me, what made you want to start comedy?
Oh, goodness. Just the things I went through as a kid. Okay. You know, they said comedians come from a very dark place. And it's just, when I first came to the States, kids clown me every day. Wow. And it took me a while to get comfortable with myself. So once I became comfortable with myself, then it just started coming out naturally. And then I decided to go to open mic and get my comedy career started. Okay,
look at you now, brother. So those same kids that was laughing at you.
Now they paying to see me.
They paying to see you.
All them jokes they said about me, they paying to see me say it back to them.
Wow. Y'all hear that?
That's right.
So watching you talk about. So another thing, man, have you ever been booed off stage?
Yeah, I think I was booed once, but it wasn't because I wasn't funny, it was because I was too raunchy. And I think it was a college show. I remember it was a college show, and I think some students had their kids in the audience, and I was real, you know, I'm so unfiltered, uncensored, I just go hard every time. Yeah. And then there was the booth because I was being too vulgar, and it was, I think I heard there were kids in the audience.
Okay.
My show's not for children. Go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
That's why Chuck E. Cheese closed in, what a sucker.
Yeah, so Mike, man, I know you did some acting as well. How was it working with Ice Cube? And was Friday your breakout moment?
Oh, definitely, man. Next Friday.
Next Friday.
We have Friday, next Friday, Friday after next, and hopefully win on last Friday. You know, if that would happen or whenever it happens. But it was my breakthrough. I'll never forget 1999 when I came out. It's just one of them things where you just like right place at the right time.
Right.
You know, I used to come to LA once a month. And just hit the stage. I was raised in Philly. So I remember this particular time I came out to LA and I was on a show at the Comedy Store. And every Tuesday night was like the hot urban night. All the hot urban comedians would go through there. Everybody in comedy that's black would pop up to this place. Okay. And I was booked that night. And it was the same night Ice Cube actually came to check out Mike Epps for the first time to see if he was good enough to have the leading role next Friday. And I just happened to be performing that same night. He liked what I did, and then they extended me an invitation to come and audition for my scene. And I auditioned and I killed it, and next thing you know, they told me I had a role.
So it's all about timing.
It's timing, and of course, you got to have talent too, you know?
right.
You can't be at the right place at the right time. You still have to produce. You have to go out there and do your thing.
Right.
You know?
So I've seen you roast a lot of people. So they label you the roast master.
Yeah, man. I had to, man. I got roasted my whole life. Okay. You know, it's like, you know, you can't learn a fight till you get beat up.
Yeah.
You verbally, you know. So I got beat up verbally, man. Even till today, man. Now I'm being socially bullied, man. My fans are the rudest, meanest people on earth. Everybody that's gonna hell follows me.
So what's the worst thing have you ever heard from a fan? Because I've seen the pictures.
A lot of dark jokes.
Okay.
You know, like I look like under the bed. I look like I have no bright ideas. The difference between me and midnight is 11:59.
Right.
When God said, "Let there be light," I was out of town. Stevie Wonder sees me every day. That's dark, man. Stevie Wonder.
That's bad. That's bad.
You know. So yeah, I went through all the dark jokes.
Right.
But I'm like, sometimes I'm reading them in my DM or under my post, and I just write it down. Thank you for that joke. Right. My fans are my ghostwriters. They have no idea.
Okay, gotcha. So how important is social media? Because I know You've been having social media on lock with the Tuesdays and Thursdays. What inspired you to do that?
You know,
I be watching.
I just have to follow up the trend, man. You got to go was to stay relevant. You got to keep up with what's going on.
Right.
You know, and I remember when it first came out, I didn't want no part of it, and I was one of my, road managers forced me like, Mike, it's a thing called Twitter. You got to get on there. I'm like, yeah. And I got on it, and I got addicted.
Right.
You know, and I had to find, when you get on social media, you have to find your niche. You have to find how you get those people.
Right.
And then what I was doing when Twitter first came out, which is like 2009, 2010, I used to, I noticed my fans, before they went to Instagram, it was all on Twitter.
Okay.
They like to roast. So I would give them like a certain day of the week, I think it was Sunday. It's like Roast Michael Sunday. So I have them roast me, and the funniest things, I'll retweet it.
Okay.
You know, so get them some shine.
Right.
And then I was
That's
copying
good.
all the funniest things they were saying. So, I followed up with that, and then when Instagram came up, I was right behind it, and Instagram was photos. So I'm like, okay, what can I do photo-wise to entertain my audience? I couldn't figure it out. And one day I posted a picture of me in a pink suit. I had a white t-shirt on, a pink suit. And I posted a picture. Next thing you know, somebody DM me a meme of the picture. Next to it is like a Napoleon ice cream. So you got the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And it matched perfectly. So I put them together and posted and said, who did this to me?
Who did this
and
to
then
me?
Since then, every time I take a picture, they make a meme. So my fans are they are my ghostwriters. They provide me with material.
That's good.
You just got to find your niche. I think if every comedian spoke to their fans, they would get so much funny things,
Right.
And I try my best to talk to them and keep up with them.
That's good. That's great. That's great. You're also known for your outfits.
Yeah.
Your loud outfits.
Loud outfit, man.
So who's the best dressed comedian?
I'm definitely the best dressed.
Why you say that? No?
I am. I mean, let's look. Cat Williams dressed like a pimp with no
He
hose.
clean though.
Mike Epps just looked regular on stage. Kevin dressed like he's just a homeless midget. Like, I think I am the best dressed.
Okay.
Chris Rock, I mean, I'm more like a few of his specials in the day. He wore nice suits, and then his last
Right.
special, he just threw on a t-shirt. I'm doo-doo on everybody when it comes to dressing. And it came from a long way. When I first came to the States, kids made fun of my clothes because we had no money.
Right.
My first pair of sneakers in America, and I'm like going to school at like 13, 14 years old, my first pair of sneakers was called In Action. Back then it was like Nike, Pumas,
Right,
Adidas.
Right.
And here I am pop up to school with this brand new In Actions.
Right.
They lit my ass up.
Yep.
I got lit up because I didn't know I have to wear name brand. I just
Wow.
thought a pair of brand new clothes is good enough.
Right.
They're like, what you got on? I'm like, it's brand new. Because where I'm from, if you wear new clothes back then, you get a girl. Girls like men that dress in new clothes.
Right.
In America, now it has to be new. It has to have a name.
Balenciaga.
Exactly.
All that, yeah, right.
And they made fun of what I mean. I went through a lot of abuse on my clothing because I couldn't afford the
Right.
name stuff. And once I was able to do it, once I was able to afford clothes, I spent at least a good 10% of my income on clothing. Because main reason, I make my money on stage.
Right.
I want my audience come out to see me. I want them to see where their money's at. They're like, damn, that's where the hell my $50 is going. So his damn outfit, that crazy looking live tiger meat he's wearing.
Right.
And I think every headliner should dress up.
Yeah.
Like people are spending money to come and see you.
Yeah.
Look better than the audience.
Exactly.
So I just believe in like looking extra. Nobody gonna ever look like me on stage. Nobody in the audience gonna come out there looking like me.
No comedian. You hear that?
That's
No
right.
comedian.
I'm the best dressed.
Best dressed. So I know you're on tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
So who's on tour with you, and what's your next stop?
Well, prior to the pandemic, I was on 3 big tours.
Okay.
4. I was doing my own thing, which is like the comedy clubs across the country, with my own opening acts. And then I was also on tour with Nick Cannon doing the Wildin' Out.
Right.
Then I was on tour with Mike Epps tour, and I was tour with Martin Lawrence as well.
Big.
Real big. I was crazy busy, but everything shut down because big venues are not open right now. But so I'm back on the comedy club, staying doing social distancing type of venues at the comedy club, doing like 50% of the audience. Going across the country right now. I'm in like Virginia at the end of the month, and then I actually do a big show doing Super Bowl weekend with Mike Epps we're gonna be in Tampa for Super Bowl.
Okay.
And the show's already sold out actually, and that's in the arena. But I think Florida is on like a 75% capacity, maybe higher. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's still, you know, so in an arena they could still fit 75% people. That's pretty good. That's why I think Super Bowl's gonna have an audience, because Florida, I think, is allowed to have an audience.
That's good. So personal life, a lot of people want to know, man. Will Michael Blackson ever get married?
I've been there, done that. You know, I'll definitely do it again. You know, only because to be great and successful, you need one good queen by your side to help you focus. If you just running around all over the place, you cannot be focused. You know, so you need to be in one place. And I mean, I did it at a young age, and you know, but no man is ready to get married at 23 years old. You're not ready. Men, we are not ready. I don't care what. You know, I mean, we're probably never ready. Who knows? But to be great, you need a good queen by your side. So you know, so I'm gonna definitely do it again, because I need my right hand.
Okay.
My ribs, as they call it.
So what do you think about the people who has been married like 30, 40 years?
Right.
So do you think that in those relationships, they was 100% good, or did somebody cheat, or did...
Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, being a man is very tough. I don't remember any relationship in my life where I was ever faithful. Never. You know, and I think all my ex watching now, like, mother sucker, you lied to me. I was never faithful to any of them, okay? I cheated on everybody.
You cheated on all, they watching you though.
It's over now, all right? But yeah, it's, I think it's a man thing. I mean, you know, I mean, most men, you know, we just cannot. We could love one woman, but we could still want to dip and dab, and you know.
Not me, him, not me.
You been faithful, yo. With that suit on, he been faithful. That's a faithful suit. No cheater wear this suit. There's a cheating outfit I have on. Okay, there's a non-cheating outfit.
So look,
non-cheating shoe. Look at his shoes. No cheaters wear this, okay? If a man wear this shoe, he has no side kids out there. These are cheaters' shoes right here. A man wear these shoes, he got 3 kids that nobody know about.
Got you.
Yeah, but yeah, it's tough. And the thing about it, people could be married 30, 40 years, and get my neighbor at one time. I had a neighbor that were married for 30 years, and they're like 60, and they got separated. I'm like, what? Who gonna want you now?
Right.
You know, but the man was cheating. You know, at 60 years old, he was cheating. So, you know, I think, you know, women just to give us like a hard pass, like once a month.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times, but I think once a month is fair.
Okay, so what I did was I asked my fans to give me questions, right?
All right.
So I'm gonna read one out for you. I have Kelsey Green from Drew, Mississippi. She said, "Why haven't you gained weight, and what do you do to remain slim?"
What? I get you. I feel like for my village, I'm fat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I actually gained weight. It took a long time. I've been skinny my whole life. I've been built like a healthy crackhead my whole life. I need to get back working out because I noticed I have a gut now. That's from not working out. I kept a really tight stomach from age 15 years old all the way, because the thing about it, when I was a teenager in Philly, I worked at Domino's Pizza, delivering pizzas on a bike. I delivered on a bike, I had no license. So riding a bike every day kept me a permanent six-pack. I had this six-pack for like 30 years. Well, 30 is long, maybe 20 years. And then it just disappeared about 3 years ago. But I'm gonna work on getting it back. But I think by your size is hereditary. My dad was a skinny guy, and I just got it from my father. That's why I'm skinny. But I got a little gut. I gained weight. Because the fattest I've been in my whole life.
So going back to comedians, who's the next breakout comedian to you?
Ah, man. I mean, it's like things have changed, man. It's like the new comedians now. You know, when we was growing up, when I started out in the mid-90s, we didn't have social media. For people to know you have to get on television. Right. So we found out where to get on Comic View or Def Jam or Comedy Central, whatever you would to get yourself on, for people to know you, because nobody knows you, nobody coming to see you, you're not gonna make no money.
Right.
But now, you know, you have your own audience. People, you know, these guys are starting off just doing skits, and then next, you know, they develop themselves into stand-up comics. So what they're doing, they'll build their audience and then entertain them. So now it's like, it's easier for those guys now, unlike how we had it back then.
Right.
You know, so going the new era of comics, which pretty much started out just building up their social media, doing funny things on there. You know, you got guys like Country Wayne, you got guys like DC Young Fly. All those guys started build their audience from social media, and then became pretty decent comics. Those two guys are pretty decent comics. But Carlos Miller is another funny guy, but he more started out in our era. You know, he just never blew up, you know, to that next level. So between those three guys, I like them.
I like DC.
I like DC, I like Country, and I like
Country.
Carlos Miller. I think, you know, I think those guys are definitely up on the rise.
I like Kendall Ward. He's good.
Oh, that's Kendall Ward. Kendall. That's the guy that goes on the road with me, right? I just call him Shorty, man. You know?
Shorty, yes, Shorty.
Yeah, Shorty. I mean, my guys are pretty funny. I got him, and I have Griff goes on the road. Griff is like one of the guys. He's been around for a long time. He just funny guy that just like Kendall. He's a funny guy that just never, boom, jumped up. You know, because I guess he didn't get a chance to do TV, and then next you know, social media is here. And if you didn't get on social media at that perfect time where you could start grabbing that audience, it's tough. It's hard. Yeah. You know, but you know the thing with sometimes you go a great comic, but you might make it bigger being a writer for something. So you know, there's always different avenues as a comedian.
So y'all heard it first. You know, if you want to be a comedian, you know, you have to go through some things. You may have to struggle.
Yeah, you have definitely, man. And comedy is the hardest thing. It's like a cornerback out in the outfield. You out there by yourself. You know. That's how stand-up is. You're out on that stage by yourself, and it's not an easy job. So, but you know, now, like I said, just you gotta build your audience down. Go do some funny things on social media, build an audience, and then entertain them, and then people will come.
Gotcha. Thank you, man. Michael Blackson, y'all.
Yep, it's me.
All right, brother.
Let me go get one of them seats, man. I want to be faithful too.
I've been in the streets, in and out my home. Nobody really cares until you're dead and gone. Working minimum wage, doing the best I can. I'm trying to help